One thing that's absolute must when you do web development is to have some type of text editor. And Atom is a very popular and powerful text editor, and it's free. I think it's GitHub people who is contributing to this free text editor. So let's go to atom.io and download for Mac. So show in Finder, unzip it, run it. I want to open it. So this file is not installer, it's a program. So you should close this down, quit the program, and put this Atom file inside your application folder instead. So let's Command C for copy, go into your application folder and paste it. Open the file from here. And in your dock here, you can see it. So let's click here, hold click, and go to alternative and keep in dock, because this is a program that you are going to use a lot. So now we have installed Atom. Great. So now we can open up the preference screen. So Atom, preferences. And here you can do some settings. Core editor, key binding, and you can install packages, you can install themes, you can update your themes, and you can install from this window packages or themes. So let's go and check out the editor. Now you can type in the font family you want to use, and you can set the font size. Let's set this to like 20. And we can set scroll past end to enabled. And you can do a lot of settings here. So let's create a file, new file. So this is the text size, 20 pixels. Great. And you can also go to Atom, preferences, and you can go to themes. So you can change how things look. The default one is called One Dark for the user interface theme. And you can also have a theme for your text highlighting. Let's stick to the basic one here, but you can also install new themes. So you go to themes and you can search here for different themes. And you can install it and set up the theme that you like most. So let's go to install and packages. And the first package I want to install is called Emmet. So I search for Emmet. This one, it's downloaded about 800,000 times. So it's a very popular one. Go install that. And what Emmet is doing is let you type much faster when you write HTML or CSS or something like that. So you can have shortcuts for creating large chunks of code. So let's go into this Untitled page and let's go dot class name. And then I just press Command Shift and E. And it expand that to a div with a class of class name. And you can do a lot of other things as well, but it's a tool to write code faster. So next I'm going to install a new menu so I can open reasons files, because it's not in here by default. It has open last item, but no open recent files. So go to Atom, preferences, open recent. So this is the one, I install that, install open recent. And now we have a folder here, we have a menu here with open recent. That's good. Let's install the next package called Minimap. Search for that. Install. And here we now have a little minimap. So when we write code here, you can't really read it to the right here, but you can see basically where you are in the code. And that's something that Sublime text users like to have. And it's a nice feature. The next package I want to install is called Highlight Selected. So if you have variable names or something, each time you select a variable name, it will select it in a little box and show every instance of that word in your text file. And that is a way to see if the variable name is spelled correctly. So it's a type of help program to spot misspelled words. Another package that I'm going to install is File Icons. So this is the program File Icons. So you can get some little nice icons on your file names. So you can see if you write like an HTML document, or if you write a JavaScript, or yeah, you get a little bit more control visually to see what type is of which type. So file icons, let's install that. And the next plugin is, or package is Pigments. And that enables you to see the actual color on a CSS element in your editor. So as you're writing a color hex value, you see the produced color for it visually. So Pigment, install that. And this is the setup that I use for my Atom editor. And I may add more packages in the future, like I might add a linter or a hinter. And what that does is give you some syntax checking when you write code. And you can have a linter for JavaScript that gives you suggestions to what you can change and find syntax errors and things like that. But for now, I'm good with my basic installation of Atom. As I am going to use Laravel, which is a framework for PHP, I want to have syntax highlighting for the language Blade, which is the template language for Laravel. And here's an example. This file is actually a PHP file, but I want this to be syntax highlighted because this is Blade syntax, and now it's just grayed. So let's install the module for that. Let's go to Atom, Preferences, and Packages. Let's just search for Blade. Oh, sorry, we need to go to Install, of course. Then go to Packages and then search for Blade here. So, Atom Jade, not what I want. Language Blade, syntax highlighter for the Blade templating engine used in Laravel. Excellent. Downloaded about 50,000 times, so let's install that. Now go back here to my Blade file, and you can see that it now has some syntax highlighting that support the Blade templating language. So you could do the same thing for instance, if you want to do WordPress development. If you want special syntax highlighting for WordPress specific functions and syntax, you can search for that.